What is poppin'? This is the Slapton. I am but a lowly Slapton riding these DeFi waves, and this is This Week in Klima DAO, where I give you all of the Klima DAO news that is fit to go ape wild over. It's the first week in January 2022, and last we left off was the end of 2021, in which I said that productivity tends to increase in the new year, and boy, was I prophetic, because we got a lot to talk about. KIP6 introduced MC02 as a treasury asset. We could bond this sort of carbon asset into the Klima DAO treasury. It passed with 92% of the vote. The team wasted no time because there ain't no sleep for the wicked. And hey, it's live right now. Proofs in the puddings right there. If you go to the Klima DAO DApp, you go to the bond tab. At the very top is MC02. Can be put right into the treasury. Beautiful thing. The question becomes, where do I get this? Where do I get these MC02s? Well, you can go to centralized exchanges like Coinbase and Gemini. If you're more of a DeFi person, a DApp person, an automated market maker person, you can go to Quickswap. I will just give you a quick overview of that. USDC MC02 pair is live on Quickswap. It has about $1 million worth of liquidity. Today it did about $70,000 USD in volume. And there's a visualization of all this on the on this dashboard. I can link everything I'm talking about in the description of this video. And I have to draw your attention to January 7th. The volume on that date was $3,303. Coincidence? Yeah, probably. But it's kind of funny, right? 3-3. All right. So we also have KIP7 that passed with approximately 92% of the vote. This would allow the DAO to pair $500,000 worth of Klima with $500,000 worth of MC02 into a liquidity pool, and it would also allow policy to bond that pair into the treasury. So week 1 into January, we already got our second carbon asset bonding into our treasury. Are we done? No, we are not done, because this is crypto, baby, and this is Klima, baby, and we've got a mission, baby. So next thing I'll draw your attention to is the request for comment with the Flow Carbon / Goddess DAO Klima collaboration. Flow Carbon is going through a rebrand and they're moving to Goddess DAO. That's the new name. Goddess DAO has this Goddess Nature Token GNT, and the proposal proposes to bond naked GNT, GNT Klima, and GNT USDC bonds into our treasury. So we just got our second one. Now we're already looking at our third one. Like I said, no sleep for the wicked. So this is not an official vote. This is just a request for comment. This is when you get to be educated, get your voice heard. You can go down to the forum here. You can ask your questions, read other people's questions. The Goddess DAO team is responding to them. So get yourself educated, get your voice heard. You are the DAO. I will give you a brief overview in visual form because I know not everybody has the time to look through these documents, and this might just help you understand the documents if you have a little foothold conceptually with what's going on here. So this is how Goddess Nature Token kind of works. We have these off-chain projects, these reforestation projects, Project A, B, and C, and they're slightly different, but they all represent some sort of forestation or reforestry effort, and these projects yield carbon credits off-chain. Now, these carbon credits off-chain can then be moved to what's called a flow bridge. The flow bridge you could think of as a vault. It holds these off-chain carbon credits and it custodies them. And so a representation of them can be moved on-chain. So Project A off-chain credit can be moved to Project A token on-chain. Project B off-chain credit can be moved to Project B token on-chain. And Project C off-chain credit can be moved to Project C token on-chain. The really cool thing about how this is built is that we can go from off-chain credit to on-chain token or on-chain token to off-chain credit seamlessly, showing how the technology is evolving before our very eyes. The markets are evolving. Now that we have all these project tokens, they can be bundled, they can be pulled together and represented by what's called the GNT, the Goddess Nature Token. And from there, there's a few options that we can apply to this GNT, so we can retire, redeem, or unwrap them, which just kind of says that there's a lot of utility for this GNT. Very cool tech. Read up on it. Leave me, if you have questions, you can leave them in the comments, or you can go to the Discord, you can go to general chat, you can go to Carbon Markets, wherever. Leave your comments. I'm sure somebody knowledgeable will pick up on that. Let me tease this really quick. If you're not following the Klima DAO Twitter, well, you should be, because sometimes alpha gets dropped there, and that's exactly what happened recently. So it says 2022 is showtime, a new home for Klima soon, TM. And it has this alluring, this intriguing picture. I'm not going to tell you what that means. I want you DeFi detectives, you Klima DAO sleuths, I want you to leave in the comments what's going on here. But here's what I will tell you. This is what I will let you in on. 2 new channels in the Discord. You can never have enough Discord channels, am I right? The first one under info is Roadmap, and may come as no surprise, but there's a roadmap. I should have said first channel is Roadmap, and it's got It's got memes in it or something. I don't know. So yeah, you can look at this roadmap. It's a Medium article on the roadmap. It literally is that. It's explaining the vision of Klima. And I'm going to incentivize you to read it because there's actually a really juicy piece, I would even say, of alpha in there. You guys have to find it, you DeFi detectives. Here's the hint. It may have infinite value. And the other channel that was added was Metrics. Metrics is just going to be a place to put key metrics that the community might want to keep on top of. These are the sorts of metrics that you can use to gauge the health of the protocol. So risk-free value, I'd explain that in a video. I will leave it above my finger in a card. You can click on that if you want that. Treasury total carbon will also be tracked, as will total market value divided by market cap. Now that's a technical indicator. I'm not going to go so much into that one, but if you are a trader, that is in the description of that is in this channel. So let's go down to an example. RFV, it's going to show you what it is. 5-day snapshots. This is the snapshot of December 27th to January 2nd. It's going to show you the current of the price at the time of the snapshot and the delta, how much it went up or down from previous. So RFV went up 12.76% from the previous snapshot, and TTC went up 3.16% from the previous snapshot. Very cool stuff. Obviously, it's possible that more gets added here. It's just kind of a convenient way for the community to track these sorts of metrics. Last but not least, man, there's a lot going on. Times.uk, a prestigious, a well-known publication, has mentioned Klima DAO, explains what Klima DAO is in length and its impact and its benefits and all that. And I will link this and I encourage you to read it. And the reason why I'm showing you this is, January's off to a kick and start. We got a new asset in the treasury. We're proposing a new asset on top of that. We've got all sorts of development being done, some of which I'm teasing here, front end, back end, and we are being talked about, which just, makes me optimistic for 2022. I want to hear your thoughts. What are you expecting? What makes you optimistic for 2022? Or what are the sorts of things that would make you optimistic for 2022? It's always a pleasure. Let's do this again next week, shall we? And as always, ape responsibly, would ya? Peace, dudes.